good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world joining us. So come on to do the little preview of the game today. Now, we're so used to doing these walking. We thought we'd do it walking today, but unfortunately, we're not walking to the ground, which is quite annoying. Had such a busy week, as anyone who watches the podcast will know. We've decided not to travel down to London today, but to try and just relax a little bit, recover, and listen to the game at home. I think, yes. So please get your questions in. Let's have a chat. Let us know what's going on. We'll obviously have a little chat about the team news when that comes out shortly. We haven't done our predictions as yet, have we? We did them on the podcast, so Sian will have a look at them and see what they are. We'll do our normal little prediction video just prior to the game. We're at home, so it's a little bit more chilled this week. Today. Drew said good morning. So good morning to you, Drew. How are you doing? Sorry. Hello. Sian's got new hair.
I got new hair.
So that might sort of.
Ryan hasn't met someone else. There's no new wife.
Yeah, there's
still
no.
Me, just
it is.
Hair.
It's still Sian. Drew says looking forward to passing you in fantasy. We're just going to have to wait and see. It's starting to get a bit tasty, this fantasy EFL, if I'm perfectly honest. It's... look, Leyton Orient today. It's an interesting one. Because I think if we'd have played them a few games ago, I think we'd have been in a position where, they lost their first 4 games of the season. They were looking quite poor, and they've had a little bit of a turnaround just before they've come to play us. Typical. So their last game they drew 2-2 with Peterborough. Game before that they won 4-1 away to Stockport, and the game before that I think maybe they beat Reading. Possibly. So yeah, they're unbeaten in 3 in the league after a really poor start. So is it a good time to play them? No, probably not. But we are where we are. We'd wish we were there today. But so what predictions have we gone for? I can't remember, if I'm perfectly honest.
Mine's 2-1.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and Ryan's 2-0.
Was it optimistic then? Like it. Yeah, I think, they've obviously started to turn the corner a little bit. So,
Leyton Orient?
Yes. So, it'd be nice to see us continue. Last week wasn't fantastic.
No.
I think it'd be fair to say it wasn't fantastic. Drew said your hair looks good.
Thanks, Drew.
Thank you. So,
Ryan likes it.
Yeah, I do, to be honest. It's like having a new woman. Tim says, love the hair, have a great match. We'll be watching from Michigan.
Who's that?
That's Tim Yockey.
Hi, Tim. Will you stop sending pictures of how nice it is where you are as well? It's really making me jealous.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Tim's gone for 3-1 today.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a few comments coming through that I don't understand, if I'm perfectly honest. So
Why?
I'm not. They're just. I don't know. They just look like random. Affectionate Pancakes has commented. What city do you live in?
Wrexham.
Yeah, Wrexham. Strangely. So hello to you as well. I think it'd be an interesting game. I think this is obviously continuing our sort of bounce back from the knockback of Birmingham. I think really a little bit. We'd had such a good start to the season, and then Birmingham was a little bit of a blow, and then we wanted to bounce back against Crawley. We got the result, but maybe not the performance. I think it's always a sign of a good team who can win games without playing particularly well. So
Drew said 2-0. I don't know if you've already said that.
Drew said 2-0. Say J Bo, so what plans have you got today? Just football. It's just football. That is it. Barris King said, have a good day. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Affectionate Pancakes is in Tennessee, in the States.
Barris King, where are you from? Wrexham.
Why does everyone keep asking where we're from? Yeah.
Oh, I like the British accents. I think they're neat.
Oh.
We're Welsh.
Yeah, I'm not sure there is a British accent as such. Maybe to everyone outside of the UK.
Yeah.
Everybody maybe sounds the same, but
we're Welsh.
Yeah,
I'm proud.
Very Welsh. Barris King is from Azerbaijan.
I've got the comments up.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll leave them to you because my eyes aren't the best.
What kind of foods do you eat while watching the game? We don't eat while we're watching the game because it's too nerve-wracking. But
yeah.
we used to eat at the ground, but we tend to have lunch before we go now because the food in the Stoke Rath isn't the best.
No, it's not. Sean Griffiths said Crawley dominating but losing to Bolton, so maybe not a bad performance last week. I think it was always going to be a tough game last week, Sean, if I'm perfectly honest. I thought we had to put in one of our best performances of the season last season to beat Crawley. So I knew it was going to be difficult, even though they had a sort of completely different team. They still had the same manager. Obviously, he's not there now. He's gone to MK Dons since playing us. But they still had the same manager. And I think any mistakes that may be made against us last season, he'd put right, in the performance last weekend. And I thought they were really unlucky not to get anything, if I'm perfectly honest.
Lara Vandoris, I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing that right. I'm from Zimbabwe. Hello, Zimbabwe. Affectionate Pancakes again. Yeah, like in Tennessee, we have a southern drawl. Well, Ryan has a Wrexham accent. But because I was born in Wrexham, but sorry, we're getting tangled up with the dog. I was born in Wrexham, but I lived all over because of my dad. So I haven't really got an accent, to be fair. So
no, army brat accent.
I'm an army brat, yeah. Devilish, I just joined. What's going on?
What's going on? We're
just chatting.
Just chatting about the Wrexham game this afternoon. You are welcome to join in. Ask any questions you want. We'll do our
Have you played rugby?
Okay, we are drifting massively off topic.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Let's go back to Leyton Orient.
Yeah, let's go back to the Leyton Orient game. I think I've just remembered actually that Leyton Orient, it wasn't Reading they beat, it was Shrewsbury. So that was the start of their sort of comeback. Probably a good time for them to play them, to be honest.
Didn't they beat Stockport?
Yeah, we've discussed that.
Sorry, I was picking up dog poo.
All right, okay, no problem. Anyone else on? If you'd like to get your predictions on, that'd be great. Affectionate Pancakes did ask if I'm a fan, if we are a fan of American football. Sian, no, I'm a big Giants fan, have been for 20 years. The less we talk about that, the better, I think, at the moment. So we'll just move on. Big game today. I think a win with a decent score keeps us top. Somebody did comment that we are putting a lot of emphasis on us being top at the moment. Now, we are, but I think it's one of them. We'll discuss that in the podcast on Monday. But for us, it's a case of you've just got to enjoy. I think you've just got to enjoy the times when things are going really well. And at the moment, they're going really well. We're top of the league, and we've just got to celebrate them a little bit.
I think if you're any kind of football fan, you're going to celebrate the fact that your team is on top, whether that lasts all season. you know, it doesn't matter. You
No.
know, we're top at the moment, so
This dog is doing my head in.
so I think, like Ryan said, I think we should celebrate the fact that we are, you know, top of the league. We're just enjoying it, so, and why not?
Yeah, definitely. I think the next few games are going to be sort of quite key to the season. Well, not key to the season, but they're going to be key to building some momentum. I think they're games that you do look at on paper, and you're probably looking at picking up some decent points from these games, I think. So I think they are going to be key. Now for you, we saw Paul starting last week. Does that continue?
Well, I put him in my lineup as starting, but
I haven't done mine.
Oh, haven't you?
No.
I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because, you know, we've got Jack Marriott, and I've said before how much I'm enjoying watching Jack Marriott. I think he's playing really well. But I mean, at the end of the day, Paul Mullen is our star striker. Whether or not he is up to that star striker status at the moment after his operation, I don't know. But I think Parky does need to start him purely to get him back up there as the, you know, the Paul that we had last season and the season before. So.
Yeah, there was. I've seen Mark Wrexham Oz.
Yeah.
He's been asking quite a few times whether we see Mullin and Marriott up front. We've addressed this during the podcast. Not for me. It's not something that I think we can see unless we change our whole style of play. But it's not out of the question.
Yeah.
It is out of the question the way that we're currently playing. So if you want to change that style of play a little bit and tweak it to get them both in, you could do. But it would need
a
need
lot
a
of
change.
people have said they want Marriott and Paul Mullen to start together, but yeah, like Ryan said, that's not Parky's way, and I think we kind of gathered that. Hence why I think he's brought in Farl, because obviously he's 6'5", and you know Parky likes the tall man, short man.
Yeah, he does.
Thing.
Do you want to hold her? Because she is absolutely doing my head in. Right, so a few people saying hello. Manjic Jury says hi, so hello. Drew said, will we see Scar today? Well, the team's about to be announced, so we're going to see in a minute. I'm not sure, to be honest, because be interested, Drew, what you think. If you're talking about Scar coming in, who would you take out? Because I don't think anyone deserves to lose their place in that defence. I'm guessing you're not saying anyone deserves to lose their place, but potentially whether we need to mix it up a little bit in there. Peter said hello.
Hi, Peter.
How are you doing?
The sun's out.
It is. It's really warm.
I'm squinting. I can't see.
Chris O'Neill, morning from Eastern Canada. Hello. Tommaso Mancini, hi, love from Italy. Hello, Tommaso. Drew, have a fun day without kids. Unfortunately, our child is at home waiting for us when we return. He's at an age now where we can leave him for half an hour at a time when we take the dog for a walk, but he will still be there when we get back. Study said hello. So, team news, has it been released? That's the big question.
Yes, it has.
So I am interested to see it. So who have we got?
One change.
One change.
We have got...
Can I guess the change?
Go on. Go on.
Is it Palmer out and Marriott in?
Nope.
Is it Cannon out and Rathbone in?
Nope.
Okay, maybe this could be quite a long game, so maybe you tell us.
Jack is in and Paul is out.
Oh.
He is on the bench. So we've got Okonkwo, Cleworth, O'Connor, Barnett, Dobson, Cannon, Lee, McLean, Marriott and Palmer. And subs are Burton, Scar, Evans, Mendy, Ravon, Fletcher and Mullen. No Farl again.
No, but that's very much Parky's way, isn't it? He doesn't like to... he doesn't like throwing people in too early. He likes to sort of bed them in, get them used to the team. So I'm not I'm not hugely surprised that there's no foul, if I'm honest. I'm a little bit surprised at Jack in for Paul. If I'm honest, I think it's probably the right call.
Yes, definitely.
I think Jack's...
I'm gutted I put Mullen in now as one of the strikers.
Yeah, I think Jack is very much the striker on form.
Yeah.
The problem that you do have is there's going to be a period at some point during the season when Jack goes off the boil. Every striker, has that. So, you've got to get the minutes into Paul. Don't know. I don't know. We'll see if it pays off today, won't we? Jack gets a hat-trick, then it's definitely 100% the right call.
It's a bit of a...
Let us know. Let us know what you think about them, about that lineup.
Drew said, saw that one. I'm assuming the change. Marriott has been good. Yes, definitely. You can see me reading my comments on the live. It's really weird. Peter says, waiting for you. I'm sure he is watching Newcastle City. He's not actually.
No, he's not, weirdly. No, he's not interested.
He's a typical pre-teen and he's playing on his Xbox. So
yeah,
it's fun. Milo, hello. Drew said again, confident with a clean sheet with Marriott. Hey, do you know what?
I like, as everyone knows, I do like a clean sheet. But I don't know. I've gone for a clean sheet in my prediction, so we'll see. Frank, yes, do you remember the handball by O'Connell near the end of the Birmingham match? Would that be the level Parky likes? Last week he air kicked. Scar should have a crack. I don't know.
I think O'Connell is too good to take out.
For me, I'd be sticking with O'Connell at the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a little mistake in him here and there, but I think overall he's been very good. So I'd be keeping him in. Chris O'Neill, with all the congestion coming up, we're going to have to see some rotation soon. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we've been quite settled, in the early part of the season, but, literally on Tuesday, but it's the beginning of all the Tuesday games.
Yes, I can't wait.
And they're going to start coming thick and fast.
Yes.
So there we go.
Mertland, happy about the lineup, still nervous about the game. I think everybody's going to be nervous about the game. It doesn't matter what the lineup is.
I think it's one of them. I think whether fans want to admit it or not, the Birmingham game maybe affected everyone a little bit more than they're willing to accept that it did. Because you're sort of floating on a cloud. Everyone's really happy. We're winning games left, right and centre. And then something like Birmingham happens and it sort of knocks you a little bit as a fan because you get really complacent with just winning games all of the time. And then you have the Crawley game, which you sort of expect to win. You know it's going to be tough, but you expect to win. And you do win. But then, as this really spoilt fan, you then start moaning about the level of the performance, and maybe the performance isn't quite what we wanted. It's going to take a little bit of time, and we just need to slowly get back to it. I would take a 1-0, and I think one thing that I think you've got to be you've got to take at this level is, if it was a point today, so be it. I wouldn't be too unhappy with that. And just focus on winning your games at home.
Leo Bernard, McLean, sorry, I can't speak. McLean needs to be rotated out soon. Can't see him playing full 90 every 4 days.
I'm not sure. He's very fit, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did, to be honest.
I don't think I've seen any of the other players during the off-season training as much as McLean.
No. Okay, Marie from SoCal, happy match day from Southern California. Hello, Marie, how are you? Peter Langenecker, dangerous playing a team in form. I'd maybe take a draw today. Yeah, definitely, I'd go with that.
Frankie S. O'Connell did so well with his headers. You hear people saying that they don't look at the table. Some say 10 matches in, then look. Some say 14. How many matches in do you take the table more seriously?
1. No.
The first game.
I think, yeah, somewhere between 10 and 15 for me. That's when I start to pay attention to what's going on. I think everything up until that, you do maybe see teams lower down than you'd expect them to be. I think Bolton's a prime example of that in our division. Some teams higher than they should be. You know, there's a few of them at the moment that you think maybe will drop back a little bit. So yeah, somewhere between 10 and 15 games for us. Rizla says hi, but yeah, I think we're done there. So thank you everyone for joining us. A little bit of a strange start, but we got there in the end and we talked about the actual game. So yeah,
enjoy the game wherever you're watching it today.
Yes.
And join us at full time where we'll be obviously reviewing the game. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry, dogs.
Can you get hold of her, please?
Dogs. Can't. Oh, we're all going mad. All the dogs.
Yeah, our dog thinks that he is a Rottweiler.
Yes. So, Chris, thank you very much for that. Thanks very much for the podcast. It's been my favourite of half a dozen Wrexham related ones and taught the poor Canadians so much. Thank you very much, Chris. Really do appreciate that. Tim Yockey said big dog. Yeah, certainly not my dog. My dog. She thinks she's massive, but she really is not. Peter said, see you after the game. Yes, please join us straight after the full-time whistle. Mertland, watching from Iowa up the town. Yes.
Oh, Tim, stop. He's just sent a picture. College tailgate. Oh, he's not in the sun, he's in his house, so that's fine.
Right.
Have a good time, Tim.
Yes, all please join us at full time. I'm hopefully celebrating another win. Until then,
Adios.
see you soon.